Om Sri Chinmay Sadgurave Namaha. Today is the last mantra of Kathopanishad, first chapter. So, first chapter, third Valli, and 17th mantra. Okay. Yaimam paramam guhyam shravayed brahma samsadi prayatah prayatah shraddha kaleva तदानन्त्याय कल्प्यते तदानन्त्याय कल्पत इति काठकोपनिषदि प्रथमाध्यायः तृतीयावल्ली समाप्ता. Once again. यैमं परमं गुह्यं श्रावयेद् ब्रह्म संसदि प्रयतः श्राद्धकाले च वा तदानन्ताय कल्पते तदानन्त्याय कल्पत इति. The Atma is the source of bliss. And whoever stays in that Atma, they become bliss itself. And now, the conclusion of this chapter. What is the prose order? Yaha prayataha imam guhyam brahma samsadi va shraddha kale shravayet tat anantaya kalpate tat anantyaya kalpate iti. Yet the person prayataha, being concentrated, being single-pointed mind, संयत चित्त होकर, with the controlled mind, imam, this, paramam, the best, the highest, guhyam, that secret Brahma Vidya, Brahma Samsadi, in the court of the Brahman, va, or Shraddha Kale, means when the final ritual goes on for a person at that time with a lot of reverence, Shravayet, who explains it with the meaning that that teaching, adhyapana karma, anantyaya kalpate. The person gets anantafala, the eternal fruit. समर कल्पते समर्थ होता है, become eligible. तत् आनंत्याय कल्पते इति. It is the second time it is telling because Veda is promising. It happens. Clear? Whoever with devotion recites before an assembly of Brahmanas or at the time of Shraddha ceremony of forefathers, this highest secret obtains thereby immortality, obtains immortality. Anantyaya kalpyate, Gurudev is telling, obtains immortality. So this statement should not be confused by the students of Vedanta to mean what it directly says. Immortality cannot be gained by merely reading some textbooks. However great they may be in the presence of any assembly. Knowledge alone is the cure for ignorance. Light alone can end darkness. So, if anyone else very hungry, and if you say, this is the coupon I'm giving you, what you will do, you go at that highest restaurant, surely your hunger will be met up. If that fellow literally go to that restaurant with the coupon, his hunger will not be met up because he has to eat the food. Clear? So the thing is, light alone can end darkness. The vital experience lived through samadhi, that one is in one's real swarupa of the nature of the self alone, can end the delusion created egocentric false identifications. It is only with the end of the ego can we end the dream sorrow of samsara and end forever the endless world of births and deaths. Here, immortality means only relative immortality, which is the lot of denizens of heavens. So, compared with the quick visitations of death in the plane of the mortal, the long periods of life extending over thousands of years and enjoyed by the enjoyers of heaven, the heavenly life can be favorably expressed as immortal. So, with this glorification of Brahma Vidya, the first half of the Upanishad ends. It is the style of the Upanishad to repeat the last portion of the last mantra in each chapter to indicate the end of the chapter. Thus, we have here a repetition of the last two phrases to indicate the close of the chapter. Thus, in this chapter, we have an elaborate scene of a fit student of Vedanta, is Nachiketa, approaching a great and perfect master of Brahma Vidya Lord Death, Mrityu Devata, with a burning doubt for, elucidation, the chapter also contains some crisp statements in which the scriptural answer to the transcendental question has been very briefly hinted at, as it were, with made dots and dashes in between. The next chapter, constituting in itself the entire second part of the Upanishad, gives us in detail the philosophical expositions on the nature of the self. So, we will further discuss some nooks and corners of the mantra. Okay, so Gurudev ended this chapter with Sahana Bhavatu. Before that, we will just understand the mantra in a different way. So, yaha prayataha imam paramam guhyam brahma samsadi shravayet. The one, anyone. The one means anyone. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, anyone. If that person with a purified mind, with a concentrated and single pointed mind, with the controlled mind, this highest and secret tattva, parama in the court of, in the assembly of Brahmanas, the great people, it means in the society, in front of the student, not only that, in the society, if he explains, tad anantyaya kalpate. So, who is teaching and who are listening? They both get the eternal result. This is Upanishad's verdict. So, Brahman Sabha और श्राद्ध के समय, श्राद्ध के समय मतलब ब्राह्मण भोजन के समय, अगर ये आत्म तत्व कोई सुनाते हैं किसी को, तो वो कार्य अनंत फलदायक होता है. एंड तद अनंत्याय कल्पते, तद अनंत्याय कल्पते इति, that has been quoted twice. Means it indicates the end of the chapter. So this is a falasruti. What is the result of by studying, for studying or teaching the Upanishad? This is called Arthavad. It means here, if there is Arthavada, Phalasruti, result, then people will be attracted to study this. Because everyone is interested in profit. আরে ভাই, এটা করে আমার লাভ কি হবে? What will be my benefit if I do that? Anyone you can say that in the morning, you please have gooseberry, amla. The first question will be asked, why? So someone is telling, say, in the assembly of Brahman and in Shraddha time, you please read that. Why? Tad anantyaya kalpate. Tad anantyaya kalpate. Or people will be interested to know it, to read it. It is the second meaning. People will be interested that I have to study it. This is such a beautiful grantha. Oh, I have not thought about it. So I have to study it. I have to go to a guru. I have to go to a teacher who will explain me. This is not the meaning that at the time of Shraddha you have to read this. Many places I have noticed that at the time of Shraddha they are reading kathopanishad. Because here it is told Sravayad Brahma Samsati Shraddha Kaleva. That is why at the time of Shraddha they are reading kathopanishad. The main impact, main meaning is different. You don't forget what was the question of Nachiketa. Iyam prete vichikitsa manushya. When a man leaves his body, this mortal body, and whoever the witness of that death, they become doubtful. Astityeke nayavastiti chaike. Some people thinks that there is Atma, Paralokgami Atma, who goes to different loka. Some tells no, 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 there is nothing else called Atma. कोई कोई बोलते हैं हाँ हाँ भाई आत्मा निकल गया जो परलोक में चला गया. कोई कोई बोलते हैं अरे नहीं रे भाई, आत्मा बोल के कुछ नहीं है. मृत्यु इज मृत्यु alone. Means after death also, some says there is the existence of Atma, and some says no, 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 there is no Atma. That is the doubt, and it's quite natural. जो मृत्युग्रस्त होता है, then we have a doubt at our mind that this is the jiva with whom we have done a lot of transaction of love, transaction of emotion, transaction of so many things. इतना प्रेम, इतना स्नेह, इतना आदर, सबका आदान प्रदान हो रहा था. Where is that person? Is he there or not? If he is there, then in what form? And this question is universal. In the whole world, all the time from the Stone Age, I think, maybe, people are thinking that where is that person? Where is my man? Where is my woman? Where is my this thing? This? What are they doing now without me? Because here in this very world, he could not drink a single sip of water without me. ওগো শুনছো এক গ্লাস জল দিয়ে যাও তো. Now he's absolutely alone. What is he doing? Is he thirsty? Without me, he could not do anything else. Now, at what form he is in? Who is washing his clothes? People of different philosophy, they have made a lot of conclusions on it. Some people say that आत्मा देह के साथ संश्लिष्ट होकर अवस्थान करते हैं. Atma stays with the association of the body itself. That is why people put it in the graveyard as if he is sleeping, जहां पर वो सोते रहते हैं. And they think that when कयामत की दिन आता है, the last judgment day, then Lord will send his messenger. Those who are sleeping in the graveyard to bring them up. Then there will be vichar. The court will be there. And what about the judgment? That will be discussed and he will be sent. Either eternal heaven or eternal hell. Some people believe in that. Other people say that no, after death, the jiva finds another bhoga deha, another body. Because without the support of the body, I can't enjoy the world. If I want to enjoy the world, I need a body. So, with the support of that bhoga sharira, that jiva borns again, and again he starts to exhaust his karma, and he saves some karma, sanchay karte hai. Some people says no, 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 no. If you burn that body, everything will be end. After that, what happens? They say, what about we say about Atma? It's a mental imagination. Manah kalpita vastu. If the body goes, then there is no time to think upon it. शरीर जाने के साथ साथ आत्म वस्तु निशेषित हो जाते हैं. आफ्टर द बॉडी डाइज, Atma also dies. But some people say no, Atma never dies. Body may die. So for the eternal time, what about the karma we have collected, saved? Unless and until you exhaust those karma, you can't get rid of that. So that person becomes very cautious and conscious that I will not do again any unholy things. I will not accumulate any karma, any bad karma. Phala. Then he thinks, I will not accumulate any shubha karma phala also. Then what will happen? Then slowly the result of enjoyment, the holy and the unholy, when it will be exhausted totally, then he will be liberated. Some people say, oh my God. Some people say, oh my gosh. Some people say, OMG, it will take a lot of time, lot of lives. To see, they ask, is there any scope of atonement? What about the wrong thing that person has committed? कोई प्रायश्चित है? Or what about the good karma he has done? First, let him be in the heaven. At least, what about the Swarga Kalpana is there in the Shastra? He must enjoy. So, here in the last portion of this Balli, it was the conclusion that Atma is interwoven in every being. But Atma is covered by the Maya or ignorance. That is why it is not yet revealed to everyone else. The person who is having single pointed mind, the person who is having sharp intellect, the person who is having subtle intellect, that person can see means feel, can know. Now the question is how to get that single pointed mind, how to get that concentrated mind, how to get that controlled mind, pure mind. What is the hindrance to not get it? Why we can't see, visualize, or feel Atma? So the next Balli is getting started, that why we can't see Atma, to show it. Okay? Harihi Om Tat Sat. But before we end, we will end this chapter with Sahana Bhavatu. But the next mantra, from the first mantra, Upanishad has given Chakka, very famous mantra we will learn. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe तेजस्विनावधेतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम let him protect us both may he bless us with bliss of knowledge let us exert together may what we study be well studied. May we not hate or quarrel with each other. Om, peace, peace, peace.